All right, guys, get ready for the best travel adventure of the year. You get a chance to look at homes, purchase homes, look at amazing properties here in Durban, South Africa, this place you guys have never been. And then, of course, you get to be on a vacation. It's going to be amazing because we're going to have you guys in a resort the entire time. So the spas will be flowing, the pools will be going. Everything's going to be amazing. And then, of course, you're going to be with the real South Africa. So you know everything is proper and 5-star. But check this video out. Of course, like and subscribe to our channel because we do tourism big time. Hey everybody, how are you doing? My name is Mark Blanton.
And I am Latasha Blanton.
And of course you guys may have known us, but if you don't know us, we are the owners of the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism based here in Johannesburg.
We've been in Johannesburg for a while, and what we're about to show you is a plethora of information and just to give you a chance to get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah, of course. And you know, one of the things that we do, and we've been doing it for several years, is our real estate tour. Our real estate tour has been doing some amazing things across the board. I think we've been running into a lot of people who have moved here based off our real estate tour.
100%. The real estate tour is your gateway to your relocation to South Africa. Now, you may not be interested in actually moving. However,
exactly.
You may just want an investment property. You might just want to invest in some place in Africa, and this is your opportunity to be able to do that.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're just going to show you what we're doing in Durban, South Africa. We have a tour happening in July of this year, and it's already people signing up, and we're going to limit the amount of people we're going to have on this tour simply because we want those people to not be rushed. We want them to sit down and be able to talk to the real estate agents, to the brokers. We want them to talk to the developers, the planners of all of these locations, and just to get a feel for what's happening. Keep in mind while they're here, and you're going to be here too probably, is that they're going to get a chance to meet South Africa too. How's that going to happen, Tasha?
When you meet South Africa, we're going to be able to present it to you in a way that is unbelievable. Where you're going to be staying is phenomenal. All you have to do is get your international flight. We're going to take care of the rest. Everything's still going to be 5-star and luxury. We upped our game when it comes to real estate tour. Durban is definitely a haven for those things. And by it being a coastal city, you're definitely going to have the most amazing time ever.
Because a lot of you guys have been asking us, what about the coastal properties? What about the coastal properties near the beach? Over the years.
Yeah.
And yes, we knew they existed.
Yeah.
But they was, where we're taking these guys and where you're going to be going. I mean, these are all developing new areas, amazing, beautiful areas that now are available. And, with us being the real South Africa, us being here all the time, us doing these real estate tours, trust me, we have people around the country constantly asking us, when are you going to do a real estate tour in our town?
Yes.
So we decided to do one in Durban.
And Durban is one of those places that if you don't know it exists, you need to know.
Exactly.
And the reason why you need to know is because it really is like a little hidden gem. With the entire North Coast developing, you're going to be one of the first people to get access to what they're developing, which gives you access, again, an opportunity for the best possible prices, because you might be getting developer stock, meaning that you're gonna get the best available property before it even hits the market. And that's something that you get when you travel with the real South Africa.
Now, let me break the bad news. Let me break the bad news.
Bad news.
No, it's always bad news. Trying to do this on your own is futile at best. I can give you tons of reasons, but I'm gonna give you kind of like the main reasons. They don't just deal with anyone. Just getting a realtor and thinking that you're going to, carpet bomb the whole country to find a particular place. Most realtors only deal in their area, and most times it's one estate, one community that they deal with. Outside of that, they don't deal with it. And then a lot of times they want you to set an appointment. Yeah. They want to know if you are a serious buyer. Yeah. They want to know, are you really interested in it? In short, they don't like to waste their time because they have a lot of international people coming in from around the world who set appointments, who do all these things. And they're basically already, ready to buy
100%.
before they even come to South Africa.
They come prepared to buy.
Yeah, they come prepared to buy, and that's kind of what they're looking for. And working with us, and especially coming on our tour, they look at us the same way. Oh well, the Real South Africa, they've been bringing people for years.
Yeah.
They've been buying property, and I mean, not just the big homes. Even though you're going to see a lot of big homes in the video, they've been buying investment properties, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, and everything in between. And
multiple investment properties, and that's something that you'll also get an opportunity to do. And I know we wanted to talk about the housing market in general.
Yes, let's do that.
So let's talk about the housing market in general, not necessarily just here in South Africa, but let's start with where you are.
Well, I don't even know what to say because we get a lot of calls. Keep in mind, we used to be in the U.S., homeowners in the United States as well, but now we're in South Africa. We've been here for about 7 years now, and we're homeowners here. And the possibilities to be a homeowner in South Africa or to be an investor is tremendous because they all want to work with people that are coming from the West. They really, really, really do. And you might say, well, I don't come from West Virginia. No, I mean the West, meaning that, if you got a blue passport, you're from the West.
The Western world.
Yeah, the Western world. And that's not a problem. But in the United States, we all see prices getting higher. We all see the tax base is incredible. So you technically never really own your home. Just the cost of operating a home is extremely costly at this point. It was costly when we was there.
That was 7 years ago, so.
Yeah, and then of course your house values are tied to your location. Sometimes we get pushed in locations that are not favorable, and so there's just it's difficult in the U.S. And so when people come on our real estate tour, they bring that frustration with them. And then the professionals on this side are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, they're literally like that, like, no, this is South Africa.
Yeah.
So you're not buying a home in America. You'll be purchasing a home or an investment property or whatever, or a holiday home or lock up and go. These are terms that we use here in South Africa. And there's rules. Now, we talk about different rules, but I'm gonna go back to the United States. Because like I said, we see this and people are having a hard time even getting a home nowadays because of the commitment. Even those with VA certificates
first time home buyers,
it is getting crazy, and the prices of homes are going up, and it's just regulated on the dollar. So you got to pay what they say you got to pay.
Say what you say. Pay what they say you got to pay.
Yes.
What I wanted to add was the affordability of houses here in South Africa. Now, a lot of people are blown away at the amount of house they can get and the quality build of the house they can get and the amount that it actually costs. Here's what I will say. If you are sitting on a property right now, God bless you. You are one of the lucky ones. If your house has any equity in it, you can come over here and ball out of control, just saying. Now, with that being said, you may not be in that situation. However, you might still have access to some funds. Bringing that money to South Africa will literally make things so much easier for your quality home build, quality of life, quality of everything that you have access to is definitely one of those things you need to at least be thinking about when it comes to South Africa.
Yes. So and the thing too, especially coming here, like we've had people call us, say, hey, I just need a realtor. Can you hook me up with a realtor? Or they out here, we used to say back in the Army, free balling it to the point to where they get stuck because they don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
And that's why we educate you when you get here. Day one, you get a shotgun education on how it works here in South Africa. And then those professionals, you're working with them the entire time. So, for example, yesterday, we met with a couple who came on the last real estate tour, and that was 5 months ago?
November, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, November, it was several months ago, and they just purchased the house. They went home, they thought about it, they were working with the realtor.
Yeah.
that we work with, the people that works directly with the real South Africa. Believe it or not, you get preferential treatment. It's it just is what it is. You're not going to get that on your own because you are a foreigner in a land that's not your own. You're not going to get that, but they know that we're here, and we kind of hold them accountable for everything too. So, with that being said, they just did the offer to purchase, and they're going to purchase a home. They're going to purchase a home, and they were so excited.
They were beyond excited. First of all,
because of the cost.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you how much their house cost, but all I'm going to say is the way she felt about the house she was able to purchase and the amount that it cost, and it being exactly what she was looking for. She says she feels like she's gonna go home, back up a truck, throw everything away, sell her house, and get back over as fast as she can. Now, they came over here on a mission. Their mission was to find the property, and they knew exactly what estate they wanted to live in, and they only had that information because they came on a real estate tour. They saw enough areas. Keep in mind, we take you to different places, so you're not just pigeonholed into thinking, oh, it's just this. There's different subsets in Johannesburg. There's different subsets in Durban, and you're going to get access to all those things. So when they found the place that they wanted to live on the last real estate tour, they're like, we've been talking to the realtor back and forth
the whole time.
This is the house. This is the house. And they found it yesterday, did the OTP, and now they're ready to get back on the road and head to the U.S. to sell their property. The bottom line that I want you guys to have as a takeaway is this. Once you get access to those realtors, that's your access to them. Once the tour is over, you can still call them. They'll still send you properties. They will look for properties for you. You tell them what you're looking for, they will do that. So that level of access is something that you wouldn't get anywhere else. You have access to multiple realtors, which means you ain't got to just talk to one person. You can talk to multiple people. You will have that ability. And I think that's one of the benefits to you, is that you'll have access to all those things, and you can keep that access until you decide to come back and purchase.
So as you've been looking at the homes behind us, this is the type of homes that are here and more. Like I said, you're going to be here for roughly 9 to 10 days. You're going to get active. You're going to have downtime to enjoy the facilities that we're going to have you in. You're going to get an opportunity to go check out the shopping. You're going to get an opportunity to go check out everything. Meet some South Africans, get some spa treatments, eat some amazing food. You're going to be able to do all these things on this real estate tour. So look at it as a vacation, as well as a fact-finding scenario. And keep in mind, we've done 3 already. And we get all types. People that are not ready to buy, but they just want to see what their availability is. There are people who are ready to buy, and they buy before they leave. And then you get people that see properties, and like Tasha says, they end up reaching back to the realtors because the realtors want to make, how can I say it? They want to work with us, because they know who we are and they know what our mission is, and we want to do everything proper. And so forth. So again, while you're here, one of the big questions that you're going to ask, because most people they come up to me on the side and say, Mark, what do you? I understand that I need to get a visa. Let me explain something to you. We are going to have the immigration people on site. So whatever questions that you need to ask, you're going to get actual answers, proper answers. It might not be the answers you want to hear, but you're definitely going to get the proper guidance, because we have found out over the last X amount of years and the thousands or so people that we brought here, everybody has their answer. They have their interpretation. And sometimes it's not even South Africa specific. It's Ghana specific. It's Africa specific. It's Benin. It's I heard, and so there's a lot of I heards going on out there, and that ends up hurting other people. The person who started the rumor is the one that's kind of like
he doesn't get held accountable.
There's no holding of accountability. So that's why we set that up. There's a lot of you guys are going to be wondering, okay, well, if I come on this real estate tour, and if I do decide I want to find something, right? Or I'm close to retirement. There's a lot of people coming that's close to retirement or military retired, and they can see that the opportunities are here. It's going to be super clear once you get here. You can do all the research you want. I'm going to say, what did you score on your paper? Because seriously, I'm going to say, because I didn't give you the assignment. So to come up to me to say, well, I'm doing this research, and now you're asking me, I'm going to be like, I didn't give you the assignment. However, if you come with us, come on our tour, especially the real estate tour, you'll be able to answer your own questions off the top. Let me give you an example. You're not going to do the research on how much food, how much a T-bone steak costs here in South Africa. But, and I'm not talking about the restaurant. Because the way we set up our tours, you're going to wander in some of the most wonderful locations called Woolworths, Checkers. These are shopping centers because they're going to look amazing. You're going to say, wow, this place looks nice.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And then what's going to happen is you're going to look and you're going to look at the prices, and then you're going to say, wow, that says 230 rands. And you're going to I don't know what that is.
Pull out your calculator, start doing the math, and then you're going to go, what? Your eyes going to get all big, mouth wide. Then you're going to be like, man, that's crazy.
And then you're going to go shopping for clothes or whatever you want to see. Cars, everything. You're going to be looking. And then you're going to start doing the math, and then you're going to start saying, so you're telling me for the rest of my life, I can probably come here and live at a level that I'm still trying to work on in the United States. I'm still trying to get there. But you can get there within a short period of time.
And that's what the couple was saying last night. They're like, we've always wanted this. We got to retirement, it looked okay, but then we came here and was like, this is exactly what we've been waiting for. And we want to live out our last days in South Africa with the higher quality of life, with the lower cost of living, and just be happy and do whatever you want to do. And that's the whole purpose of being retired, right? You get to do whatever you want to do. South Africa has a lot for you to do, but if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to. So
this real estate tour that we're putting together, I'm trying to tell you, you need to, make it a priority to be here. It's going to be in the summer. In the United States, it'll be winter here, but the weather in Durban will always be great. And to me, it's a great opportunity. I'm sure there's a lot of other questions. Of course, you can actually send us an email or go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com. Send us an email. We will literally answer it for you. But I would say come. Now, granted, let's be honest. There's a couple that's here right now, and they got their family here. She has a mom, and she has her three of her children with her this time. But before that, it was just her and her husband. There were people on other real estate tours that was like, well, the husband came or the wife came, and then all of a sudden they do the whole calling home at night. Girl, let me tell you, or boy, let me tell you. And then they come back on another tour with us, and then they're like, wow, people need to know about this. People need to understand it. And I'm gonna kind of put it in context. We don't spend a lot of time here in South Africa as Black people as a totality from the United States, for sure. But I will tell you this, a lot of other people do. And a lot of other people come here who should be afraid of coming here because they can't blend in, they can't become part of the majority.
But they tell you to be afraid.
Oh yeah, and then they'll tell you to be afraid, or they will come and say, hey, it's amazing here, especially if they're Caucasian, because you cannot say it's not amazing here. It's impossible.
Yes, it doesn't really matter what your background is, what your ethnicity is. South Africa is amazing, full stop. And people are coming here taking advantage of it. We just don't want you to be left out.
And we don't want us to not have the opportunities. So that's why we do this. So even if you're not in a position to purchase a house because you think, I got to be in a position. If you come, your trajectory when you get back to the States will change because you will see a different opportunity. And the last thing I'm going to say is a lot of those people that you see, and I know some of you guys have followed us, some of you guys are just finding us. Of course, you're going to like and subscribe. A lot of these people, I'm just going to tell you, come on our tours, not just our real estate tour, because that's definitely a multiplier, but they come on any of our tours when they get the opportunity. They get to book the times that they come. So yes, we do have some group tours set up throughout the year, and with sponsors. Like Phil Scott's probably we're gonna do another one with him real soon. We did one before, and we'll probably do others. So we have those. But if you just really want to come on a tour, even if you're by yourself, we have the solo travelers, husband, wife, families, small groups. They come together. We book it. We take care of everything. There's no need for you to try to figure this out, because what we're setting you up for, and I say set you up, is because everybody that comes here, by the time they leave, they always are falling in love with South Africa, because we put you in a space to you see what you need to see. Because what we generally do as travelers from the U.S., black travelers, we try to go here. We go way down here, and we try to figure it out along the way, and we're trying to ask a local and all this and all of that, and that's fine. But I don't know if you noticed, those people, they generally don't come back. They don't, because they didn't get a chance to see the value of what South Africa is, unfortunately. But those that come with us, they're like, oh my God. And then we've had people who went local, that's or low, as we call it that.
And then came here.
And then came with us and was like, well, I didn't see any of this. I said, I know, because this is what we do. So I would say join us on the
definitely make you think, like he said, change your trajectory, but you got to get here first. So we invite you, we encourage you, we would love to have you come and experience the real South Africa with us, because Durban is going to be, what do the kids say, lit?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they don't say that anymore,
I don't pay attention.
But yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. So, all right, guys, we will see you guys here in sunny South Africa. Okay, you have made it. You have made it to South Africa. I know it's on a lot of people's bucket list, and now you are here. Coming to a safari in South Africa is something special and should be celebrated, because when you get here, as you see, it is going to be an experience of a lifetime, something you'll never, ever are going to forget, and you will talk about forever. So booking a trip with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism to Kruger National Park here in South Africa is one of the most amazing places you can be, simply because of the amenities, the accommodations, the food, the vibe, the experience. There is nowhere on the planet that you're going to be able to do exactly what you're seeing right now. Being out in nature is something that we all have gotten away from. Now it's time to go back, and we could do it for you here at the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. As you see, we talk about safari lodges a lot, and now you actually see why it's important that you actually go out and have a good time. Getting back to nature, meeting good people, enjoying yourself, decompressing from all the days and months of work before you were getting here. I know you was excited to get that spa treatment. I know you were thinking about it the entire time. And now that you're here, you're going to eat some good food. You're going to get treated very well. And all I can say to you is coming to sunny South Africa will probably be the best choice. So I would say book your trip on our website, therealsouthafrica.com. Contact us if you have any questions, and we're going to make your time here amazing. See ya. Hey everybody, this is Mark Blanton, and this is
Dr. Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism.
And we have amazing packages to Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban. So we would like to see you guys here. All you have to do is just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and we'll make sure that your trip here is amazing.
See you here in sunny South Africa. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things the Real South Africa. Thanks again.